As we rapidly approach the end of the year here, the January 6th Select Committee is apparently working overtime to remind Americans how horrible the events of January 6th were, as well as to remind everyone about the involvement of the Trump administration itself. And most of that information is coming in the form of the documents that have already been turned over by Mark Meadows, who says now he's not going to cooperate, even though, based on what we're seeing, it appears he's already given us everything we need. But if he's not cooperating, clearly he is hiding more. But anyway, what we found out recently, we got text messages from Fox News personalities, Laura Ingraham, Sean Hannity, texting, begging the president to step up and stop the insurrection as it was taking place. The same individuals on the same network who are currently trying to downplay this situation act like, oh, January 6th wasn't so bad. We're actually on that day during the event texting the White House telling them to stop this. We also have another little piece of information from Mark Meadows again, where he promised that the National Guard would be on standby to protect pro-Trump people during the actual insurrection. That is from an email exchange that took place on January 5th, the day before the insurrection. Mark Meadows made it clear that the National Guard will be out there to protect these pro-Trump people, and we will have many more on standby, is the exact quote. Many more on standby. So it's clear that the administration fully understood what was about to happen that day. And that's not surprising. As we know, the FBI knew, Homeland Security knew there was going to be a massive event taking place that day that was likely going to be a violent one. The threats were all over online for at least a month prior to that event. Nobody can say nobody saw this coming, because we know they saw it coming and they made the choice to not do anything about it. But now we're finding out not only did they not do anything about it, they were prepared to protect those people. The insurrectionists, the Capitol rioters, the coup attempters, whatever you want to call them, this administration wanted to use the National Guard to protect them instead of protecting the Capitol. There's no doubt in my mind at this point, this administration knew what was going to happen, or at the very least had a good idea of what was going to happen that day. Mark Meadows' communications, his coup PowerPoint, right? The emails, the text messages, all of this shows that they knew something was going to happen. And at this point, to not charge them criminally is in itself a criminal activity. This is negligence on behalf of the U.S. Department of Justice. I know the January 6th Select Committee is doing their job, but at this point, what exactly is their job? Are they trying to show us that the Trump administration was involved in this, or are they trying to crack down and find the individuals who did this? What is the real goal of this committee? And are they equipped to be able to handle it? I think this task, this job, has outgrown the committee. And I'm not trying to, be negative against the committee. I think this is out of their scope at this point, though. I think this should be an FBI investigation, a DOJ investigation, a special prosecutor investigation at this point. I don't think the committee can handle all of this. After all, they're not a prosecutorial body. All they can do is make recommendations at the end of this. Well, we know what the recommendations should be. We know what the recommendations are likely going to be. And if we put this under the scope of a grand jury or a special prosecutor, we don't run the risk of Republicans taking back the House and killing that committee and killing the investigations. That's the big threat. So I think at this point, applaud the committee for the job that they've done, but now's the time to bring in the big guns. We have the evidence. It is overwhelming that this administration knew something was going to happen. And it's time for the real prosecutors to step in and do their jobs now.
One of today's video sponsors is Munk Pack Keto Nut and Seed Bars. Healthy snacks have a bad reputation, and let's be honest, most don't taste very good. They don't fill you up, and they certainly don't satisfy any of your cravings. Munk Pack makes snacks that taste like our favorite sugary treats, but with 1 gram of sugar or less. Munk Pack Keto Nut and Seed Bars contain 1 gram of sugar or less, 2 to 3 grams of net carbs, and they're only 150 calories. They're great for anyone following a keto lifestyle and the perfect snack for anyone who's trying to eat better or cut back on sugar and carbs without sacrificing taste. Munk Pack Keto Nut and Seed Bars have a perfect balance of sweet and salty, a crunch from whole nuts and seeds, but still manage to be soft and chewy. They come in delicious flavors like sea salt dark chocolate, caramel sea salt, and peanut butter dark chocolate. They're perfect for a quick snack to satisfy your sweet tooth without any guilt, and you can enjoy Munk Pack Keto Nut and Seed Bars as a quick breakfast while running errands or after a workout. In addition to being keto-friendly, the bars are also gluten-free, plant-based, non-GMO with no soy, trans fats, sugar alcohols, or artificial colors. So try it for yourself and you'll see, and we have a special deal for our Ring of Fire viewers. Get 20% off your first purchase of any Munk Pack product by visiting munkpack.com and entering our code ROF at checkout. And Munk Pack is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. So if you don't like it for any reason, they'll exchange the product or refund your money, whichever you prefer. To get started, just go to munkpack.com. That's munkpack.com. Select any product, then enter code ROF at checkout to save 20% off your purchase.